All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you see it, you hear it, the closing bell on Wall Street on this Monday, the first Monday of February, the first trading week of the month of February following the Super Bowl. And before we get to Rob Williams, Newsmax deputy financial editor, who last week told us that when the AFC wins the Super Bowl, it's bad news for the rest of the year. We shall see. It wasn't bad news today. There are the numbers. Read them and smile. 196 points up on the Dow to close at 17,361. The Nasdaq up 42. And the S&P up the highest percent of all, 1.3, 26 points higher. And so there you go. People liked my Patriots last night, apparently.
Well, yeah, it was a very choppy day today. We opened up down on bad news out of the factory sector as far as the output was concerned. But then we rallied pretty strong. A lot of it happened in the last half hour.
And what's the reasoning for that? Why the upswing at the end?
Well, it could have been a lot of short covering, let's say.
See, that's beyond my pay grade. I don't. When you get to short covering and all that, I go, okay. But that's a good reason. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that a lot of people anticipated the market would fall further. It started to rise, and then they had to buy back everything that they'd sold. All right, so that's what happened.
Fair enough. Okay, so you talk about how the Dow reached the December low and the 200-day moving average. Explain to the folks what that means, the moving average.
Well, yeah, if you take the last 200 trading days and then average them together, that's what you get. And a lot of traders and investors will look at that moving average as an indicator of solid support of when to buy, and it's a good benchmark, and it is a long period of time, and so it did find support there today.
Now last week I asked you, because you said that probably Monday and Tuesday might be more down days because Friday was a big down day, and then things might turn around. But what indication do you get, or what does it say to you that today was an up day, or at least ended on an up note?
Well, yeah, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. But last year at this time, we did get the bottom for the year. January, it did sell off and then found support.
But of course, we had the Seahawks winning, and that was an NFC team.
I know. Well, sometimes it isn't. Well, you know, we still have 11 months of this year.
I know. But oil is closing in on $50 again.
Well, right, and oil really rallied strongly, and so there wasn't really an outstanding reason for it. Let's say, you know, that the economy suddenly improved somewhere, or the supply declined. We're still awash in oil, really. I just think a lot of it has to do with speculation. People saw it rise on Friday and thought maybe it has further to go.
But consumer spending and factory growth both down, numbers down today. So that's not a good indicator for the economy either.
Well, yeah, December was disappointing because a lot of people did their shopping in October and November because it was very promotional. Retailers were doing all kinds of discounting and everything before Black Friday, and so December looked pretty lackluster by comparison.
And what about the Obama budget? He doesn't. It doesn't seem like he's going to get anything at all from that budget. But what about what he's looking for? How does that affect things?
Well, yeah. So he's looking for $4 trillion. That's what it said.
I've been looking for $4 trillion myself. Yeah.
And about $500 billion of that would be borrowed through treasuries. So that's going to be the deficit. But the budgeting process takes a long time. It's going to be a lot of give and take, especially now that the Republicans control both houses.
Right.
So they may ask for more defense spending, and we'll see what happens as that.
And tomorrow we get the factory orders. They're expected to be down. Of course, the jobs numbers for the month of January come out on Friday.
Yep.
So a big week ahead. Good way to start it off. Thank you very much, Rob. And of course, if you want to take control of your financial future, ladies and gentlemen, abracadabra, there it is on the screen. Check out moneynews.com. That's moneynews.com. We are live 24/7. So a good day all around for stocks. 1.1% for the Dow, almost 1% for the Nasdaq, and 1.3% for the S&P. Give Me 5 is next, folks, if you keep it right here on Newsmax Television.